So welcome everyone to this AI launch initiative. Primarily here, every week in this month, we are planning to conduct events. So this is event one, where we have the topic technical writing in the AI world. So this is part of our mentorships series also. So this is the 19th event for mentorship part. Today's agenda. So as you may have already seen, so just to clarify, we will try to follow this timeline and we hope we will be able to follow with your proper interactions. So we will start with first the basics, the technical writing for those of you who want to know. Then we will have a test for ourselves. How do we think and how do we write? Then we will talk about the relation between technical writing and AI, how actually AI is helping or not helping, whatever we will discuss. Then we will just check some of the AI tools which are primarily popular within the technical documentation team at different level. And then we will conclude with technical writing career opportunities. And yeah, in the end, we will have an open forum, if time permits, where all of you can discuss whatever you prefer. The focus today is this first technical writing, then how to use AI. Please remember this is a general discussion. Okay, this is not a workshop or a training. So how to use AI, and then we will have the discussion about career growth. And how do we achieve that today? So three things we will be requiring for that. A bit of conceptual knowledge from my side, then some activities just to check for yourself. Okay, please remember, as this is not a workshop, this is not a course, I'm not going to be the judge for that. So based on the learning we will have these activities where the primary goal is not to tell you what is prompt engineering and how to use chat gpt. The primary goal of these activities will be for you to check how do you think as a human, in the sense how do you think as a technical writer, and then how AI is thinking on the same topic. So this we will be analyzing with the activity. And the final thing is this, we will try to have as much interaction as possible. So we request you all to interact. Before we get started here, I hope you all have access to the chat part. You can see this chat. Probably you can see my message. This I am asking because in between for some questions, you may need to access this chat. So you can check that. For those of you who are new, we'll just take a quick glance over what is TechWriters Tribe. So TechWriters Tribe is a platform for tech writers, and we are celebrating our 6th year. We just completed 6th year last week. And overall, we started in March 2020. So far, we have been able to become the biggest platform for technical writers in India and Asia, and outside also, we are not far behind. And overall, 23,000 plus members are associated with, apart from India, we have a global presence of 32 plus countries. Since our beginning, we have focused on three things. That's our motto: share, care, and prepare, where we provide the platform and we, with the help of people like you and other technical writers, we achieve the goal of sharing, caring, and prepare. In that, we are growing together as a community that we have seen in the last 6 years. Many people have been very useful, and many people have mentioned that how the community has helped. When I say community, it's not only about Tech Writers Tribe, but as a community which constitutes all of you. If you are part of our WhatsApp group and all, the goal is all the technical writers should feel respected, valued, and confident to share these learnings, to share the knowledge. In terms of event, we conduct online events, we conduct offline events, different kind of things. And in the offline conferences in 7 cities, primarily we have done, uh, just a sec. Just give me 1 minute. Oh, very sorry due to some interruptions. So overall, we have been conducting multiple conferences, and probably some of you may be part of this, or now when this year, when we reach your city, you can join that. And apart from that, on in terms of online activities, we have been doing a lot of things. Like today, what we are doing, mentorship series, and apart from that, uh, what else we do? We do webinar, we do workshops. I hope you are all are aware about that. If not, yeah, please feel free to join these groups. We have different kind of WhatsApp group. We have different regional group also. And then we have the most important topic-based community where people from all the groups, all the cities can join and discuss on new topics. For example, AI also. And of course, we are there on the social media. Okay. And we have a YouTube channel as well. Now, this is me who will be trying to help you out with knowledge, whatever I have gathered so far. You can just have a look. Doesn't feel too great to talk about myself. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about technical writing. What, how, and why. So first, I would like to put the ball in your court. All of you, would you like to tell in the today's world, especially considering AI and all, do you think the definition has changed? Or what exactly would be the definition as per you for technical writing? Anybody, any definition which you know? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyone, what is technical writing?
Technical writing is about writing content that uh, you know increases the product adoption amongst any app or anything, any product adoption amongst its customers easily or consumers easily.
Okay.
I'm saying this from the
Yes, yes.
consumer's point of view, but for developers as well. Uh, Again, it's the adoption or absorption of whatever codes that they're supposed to do. I think it does that.
Wonderful. Anyone else wants to add something? What exactly is technical writing as per you?
Hi Punit, this is Shiva.
Hello.
Actually, technical writing is creating user-friendly content to help the people understand complex content like documents, manuals, or guides in a simple way.
Okay. Good. Fine. Thank you. So if we want to say technical writing, and yeah, this is not a session completely about what technical writing is and all, but yeah, we would like to just touch base the point. So Jude says the practice of creating clear structured documentation that helps people understand, use, and maintain software system in the chat. Thank you, Jude. If we just want to say one liner, does this fit? I mean, you may have heard about this line, turning complex information into easy to grasp content. Do you think that fits? Or if you want a complete definition,
Yes.
probably something like this. So in the end, if we say there are two things that's very noticeable. Whatever we do, whatever process we follow, ultimately we have to create documents. Ultimately, we have to prepare content. This was previously limited to writing content. Now it also includes visuals, so videos also. Many companies ask for that. And it's not about just producing content, it's about producing that complex information in a very simple way. Simple way means, like you all mentioned right now, very easily consumable for the people who are reading it, because those audience could be anybody, can be an end user who is a very basic user, or else can be a technical person. If we want to succeed in technical writing, few things that we must know: the type of technical content that we have to deliver, the skills, thinking clear, technical writing, although it is said writing, but primarily it starts with thinking. So thinking clear, then writing simple and structured content. To do this, what all we do? We have to analyze audience, we have to understand domain, the product, and whether the product is complex or not. We have to understand the learning the technology also. And whatever we write, every company will have some style guide. We should be the first and best follower of that style guide. In today's world also, why is technical writing important? Every company, basically, whatever product they have, primarily they look for good user experience. Thus, just selling the product is not enough. Everybody understands that. Technical writing, technical documents provide that user experience. Then you all know about cost cutting, right? Every company wants to have lesser cost. So technical writing helps them reduce cost because it reduces support cost, and also it reduces time to solve the ticket, probably solves the problem. It is said that the best technical writing is that which solves a customer's problem before the problem actually happens. So this is where how well our documentation is done, that holds a lot of importance. So this is about reducing cost. If you have a good set of documentation or content available, the client gets more trust, your product gets more credibility, your company is respected. For clients' perspective also, the adoption of your product becomes very easier. So as a result, you will see, especially we all talk about big companies and all, you see how vast their documentation is. The bigger the company, the better their documentation part is, because they all want easy adoption. So this is where technical writing overall becomes important, as documentation becomes the backbone for growth of the product and overall the company also. Now coming to the technical writing part, those of you who are although already experienced technical writers, you may try to figure it out. If some point is missing, please pitch in. How do you do a proper technical writing work? First, you need to understand the audience. Then you define the goal, what exactly the audience needs. Then starts your information gathering. After everything is done, you structure the content. You have a logical flow of TOC and the structure that headings, sections, navigation. You don't immediately start writing. First, you create the structure. And those of you who are probably not aware, in case you are new to technical writing and you have joined the session, please check this, what I am saying here, because the activity that you will be doing right now in a while, it involves this process. If you follow this process, probably your result will be better. So once you have the good structure, whatever structure you want, then only you start writing the content. You directly don't start writing the content. When you write, whatever is your style guide saying, use simple language, avoid jargons or any kind of marketing language. Wherever you think it's important, do add visuals, do add examples. Visuals can be your code snippets, screenshots, diagrams. I hope everybody is clear about the difference between a screenshot and diagram. Wherever you are not clear, type the question in the chat or raise your hand, we'll come back. And then once you are done, you review it properly and then you test your steps, whether it is functional or not. Then only when you are very sure about it and every review is complete, you publish the document. You publish means you make your document available to the public. And after that, the maintenance work goes. If later some update is required, you will do that so that your document is aligned with product changes. So again, for your look, if you want to know about the steps, and if you are a follower of rules, if you just want to do work randomly, of course, you are free to do that. But if generally if we follow process, life gets better for us also. So this is overall the process. If you follow these steps, maybe it will be easier for you. Any questions here? Any thoughts? Anybody has any additional point to add? Please remember, this is not a course, so all of you can pitch in and share your thoughts. Now, just to wind up from the technical writing part, how actually technical writing evolved? Just a diagram. So before technical writing actually existed, everything was narrative writing. Content and content, explanation, books and books. Slowly the products came into picture. For products, a different set of type of document was required, and therein started technical writing. Within technical writing also, a lot of research was done. First, there is something called information mapping to collate the content in a, map the content based on what kind of uh, information we are providing. Then we had minimalism, where it is said that use minimal content. That means use only that's required. Don't write anything extra. And finally, we landed up to topic-based authoring. Now, when we say topic-based authoring, it simply meant that you are dividing your content into 3 types. What are those topic-based? Anybody has any idea? I hope you all have idea. Topic-based authoring. What is it?
It's task, concept, reference.
Task, concept, reference. So whatever content we have, there are 3 types: task, concept, reference. Okay. So the content is divided into 3 parts. That's what we were doing, and we were using different kind of tools. And using this topic-based authoring, whether you are doing UI-based documentation or whether you are doing code-based documentation, for both, this is applicable. Now, what we have is, in addition to that, we have AI-based authoring. That's where you see so much of discussion about, okay, AI is there. Are technical writers required? So let's figure it out. So this is all about technical writing. Before we get to test our skills, anybody has any questions or any thoughts to share? No questions. That's very good to see. Okay. So Before I want to get the activities started, where we will be testing our skill, what a skill as a technical writer we have, or else whatever you have learned. So before that, to understand the audience, what kind of audience do I have a small poll which should be popping up on your screen right now. Can you just quickly just select your option, whatever suits you, whatever defines you? Who are you? I hope all of you are able to view that.
Yes, sir.
Are you all able to vote? Yeah. So, okay. So I see so far we have 33% in software, 17% in non-software, 50% is mix of both. Okay. So that's the kind of people we have. So that's good to know that all of you here are in some way related to technical writing. So now here we start with a very basic test. So you all understand that technical writing is all about your skill where you need to think clearly. You need to write a structured content. You, as all of you have mentioned, okay, so there is one fresher, she's not able to vote, but yeah. So no worries, you have seen the process, right? So we will be doing one activity here. Please remember, before checking in what AI does, first we need to figure out without AI, what are we doing? When we say that we are a technical writer, or when we say that, okay, we understand AI will work well with us only if we also carry that basic skill, the basic skill of technical writers. So basic skill is think, plan, and write. Anybody here who doesn't use WhatsApp? You can raise your hand. Because this activity is about a very basic application. So in this activity, you will be using your WhatsApp and you will have very less time, probably not even 20 minutes, the faster you do. Okay, so there is no response. So that means everybody has WhatsApp. So the task is simple. Remember, it's all about yourself, how honest you could be. So no GPT, it should be only your thinking. That is the rule. Topic is WhatsApp status. I hope everybody is aware about WhatsApp status. Anybody here who doesn't know what is WhatsApp status? Raise your hand. Good. So everybody is aware of WhatsApp status. Now this is your individual work, not a group work. There will be a group activity also, but right now, first task, think if you have to write an introduction topic on WhatsApp status without using GPT, just your brain, what will you write? So first, overall timing will be 20 minutes. So this is 10:57. Exactly by 11:17, it should finish. So first of all, you need to think, then remember, plan the structure in the introduction part. What are the components? And then just write 2 paragraphs anywhere in your section. So your time starts now. Anybody has any question? 20 minutes, 10:57, 11:17. If you finish before, please message or speak up. Okay, get going then. Just remember, it should be all your brain. No GPT, no help from anywhere else. So Dhananjay, you have joined right now. We are having an activity where every individual is supposed to do what you see in the on the screen. On WhatsApp status, you need to think about how to write introduction of WhatsApp status without using any AI tool. And the steps are first think, then plan, and then just write two paragraphs. Time is till 11:17 p.m. So anyone is able to complete the first two step where you have the structure, what exactly you think should go in the introduction? Just the pointers. If you have uh, just finish writing one or two paragraphs, and yeah, if anyone is finishing first before 11:17, please feel free to share. We can start the conversation.
Hello, Punit. Sharmoli this side. So I have completed it.
Great, Shamali. Just let's wait for 2 minutes.
Yes, okay.
Others, 2 minutes more. We can start after that. Okay, let's get started then. So, how many of you were able to complete it? Can I see hands? And remember, this activity is related to the other activity that we will be doing a bit later when we reach AI. So, wonderful. A lot of you have done it. So, great. Those of you who are still on it, probably just try to complete it. Remember, the focus remains on the first two parts, how you are structuring it. And then, yeah, two paragraphs, whatever you think you can write in the best way. Right now, although I had a component of sharing, but I think right now it won't be the right moment to share because this needs a discussion. And we will be asking you to share when we reach the next part two of this activity. In the meantime, for this activity, anybody has any question, what you have done, any observation, any challenges? Or any thoughts, simple thoughts also. Was it easy to do that? You all can lower your hand and simply say, was it easy to think about the introduction part in such a quick time? Easy. I still see four hands, so I don't know whether that's for that or not. Okay. Okay, good. So I'm hoping those who are already technical writers, it should have been easy because it was just thinking from your brain. Those who are freshers, uh, probably if you followed the process, what we discussed before, then yeah, I won't say you will be very happy, but yeah, at least you might have achieved something. But we will discuss about that. So don't worry, we are not going away from that. You have completed the activity and we will be taking it further. Right now, So this was about the human part. So when you are provided a task, when you have some task as a technical writer, how do you think without any extra help? How do you think? How do you plan? What is the process flow that you follow? And then following the technical writing standards of writing, the style guide and all, how exactly you wrote. And I would request if anybody gets this temptation of pasting this content into GPT, please don't do that right now. Let's play the game. Trust me, I'm not going to make your content public here. The content remains with you. It will be just about your self observation, how things are. Okay. And of course, whatever you want to discuss, I'm here to discuss that. All of you can lower your hand, those people who have raised hands. So now we will get to the third segment of this, technical writing and AI. So before I start this, technical writing and AI, we talked about technical writing, generally what is technical writing, how it is done. Now we, all of us, we know AI is there and it's not only for technical writing, it's for everything, right? So first, let me see in this group, how many of you actually have been using AI or not. So there is another poll. If you can, it will just pop up on your screen. If you can just vote, what is your current level of usage of AI? That will give me some idea when I start that part. Okay. So that's very encouraging to see that majority of you have tried a lot, whether it's office, whether at personal level, and again, some of you have basic exposure, so at least you have probably tried your hand on it at basic level. So great to see that. Thanks for the responses. Now let's talk about technical writing and AI. Why AI matters in technical writing? Although all the discussions were there that okay, AI is not going to do anything, but yes, AI is doing a lot and it's helping technical writing in a way. Yes, there is scare also, but end result is AI is there. And you have to not only live with it, you have to happily live with it. The process of technical writing is changing. The overall workflow is changing. So it is very clear that AI does matter in technical writing. Now, based on your experience or based on your general knowledge, a very small thing, if we have different kind of tasks to perform, what do you think? Who will do it, AI or human? For example, the first one, rewrite error messages to be user friendly. Will AI will do or human will do or both can do? You can type in your answers, you can speak up. Any guesses? Okay. Nobody wants to take a chance? Ultimately humans. No, ultimately humans is fine. Yeah. So when you say ultimately humans, that means probably you are implicating that AI can also do it, right?
Uh, Hi, Punit. This is Amit here.
Yes, Amit.
Yeah, so I've been working around with AI a lot, and we both like first thing is like whatever thoughts you have, put it like in a scratch pad, dump it like every bits and pieces of information you know about a description of an API or anything. You just ask the AI, provided you have your permissions from the organization to use it. Then you leverage the power of AI to, apply the rules of grammar and give you the corrected sentence. Now, what happens is the longer the duration you use AI, the number of hallucination also increases,
Mhm.
right? So what happens is you say like, okay, this particular field in the API allows you to share the name and other credentials. But if
Okay.
you put through AI, it will say, okay, it only not shares the name and description, but also allows you to share your password now. That can be an accidental thing.
So
And I
true.
have seen scenarios where people have put it and it was caught at final stage of reviews and it had to be redone. So that's what I mean by ultimately humans.
Ultimately humans. Yes. So no, and this is very interesting answer, and thanks for that explanation. This helps a lot. Now, this is where the question is AI or human? When we say, yes, AI can do everything, probably it can't cook for us. Okay. But otherwise, it can tell us everything, right? But then will you get that work done with AI? That's the question. For example, if you seek, okay, I'll come to this, Amit and others. So first is rewrite error messages. Most of you have said both can do. Fair enough. Second is like generate API endpoint descriptions. Who can do this? AI or human? Both. Answers both or only one of us, AI or human. Okay, both, right? How about the third one? Safety compliance documentation. Safety compliance documentation. Both. Please note, in case anybody is not aware, safety compliance documentation is a very private thing for the organization. Okay. So before answering, think about this. It's a very private thing for organization. So now answer, will AI do or humans do or both do, right? So now this is where what Amit was pointing out. This is the thing is, okay. So when you're working with AI, you need to first figure out whether AI will do it. Is AI responsible to do it? This is where your thinking process, your judgment comes. There is trust issue. Now the last part, simplify architecture overview. Simplify architecture overview for beginners. So those of you who are not aware, there are diagrams, there is some software or machinery. There is an architecture diagram. Now it's a complicated diagram. Beginners, just by seeing the diagrams, probably may not be able to understand. So you need to write content about it. So who will do that better, AI or human, or both? Number fourth, architecture diagram, and we want to have description on that. Fair enough. Let's see. You can simply feed architecture diagram to any of the GPTs, right? Based on your description will be also based on whatever architecture diagram it is, as long as it's not private. So AI can give you the conclusion. And like Amita has also pointed out, there needs to be human review. So different cases, you see, there are different kind of tasks that as a technical writer, we are supposed to do. The first activity that we did about that update introduction to status. So yeah, as a technical writer, we are supposed to think, we are supposed to follow the complete technical writing process and do it. What is changing with AI? That's what we need to also learn. So those of you who are new, first please try, and those of you who are new to technical writing and also even if experienced, may agree to this. Use AI or not. First, you should know the basics. The basics of your profession, technical writing. What are the core skills? First, you should know that. Then only we will talk about AI. So let's see why here. If we rewrite error messages, AI can give you a draft. Humans can validate tone, accuracy. For endpoint description, why it can't be just human? Because AI can provide you a very quick draft. Right now, we will come back to the task that we have done. We talked about 20 minutes. Feed that data to AI. Probably it will do that in 1 minute. But then the question is about validation. Safety compliance, it is high risk. So any content which is in one short word, very private to confidential to the company, it should never go to AI. Something which is low risk and more of a conceptual content, you can simply fade it, especially if it's low risk. So these are some things where you can decide. In the same way, whenever you come to the stage where you need to perform a professional task means office work or any client's work, even if you're doing freelancing, you need to think twice before feeding the data to AI model, whether it's allowed, whether it's ethical, everything you need to think about. It's not so easy. For example, what will happen if you feed your passport number to AI? Just because in the settings of GPTs, you go and say this is private, do not make it public. Do you think it's safe to feed your passport data or any confidential data there? What do you think?
No, we shouldn't.
We should not, right? Even if you have changed the settings to purely, private mode. So yes, AI is there now. What can AI do for tech writing? It can do everything actually. We will see later also. There are different stages. If you are following DDLC, you know that for documentation there are different stages. AI can contribute to everything. How, we will see in the tools part also. The more important question is, what can you do with AI? So you should be very smart while using AI. So this is where I said, first, you should know your rules, the basic core skills of technical writing. Then only, unless you know your rules, you won't be able to use AI, right? So this is where how you think, how you follow the rules, that's how you can use AI. Apply prompt engineering. I hope most of you will be aware about prompt engineering. Still, if you are not, PPT screen not visible. Is it foreseen? Okay. Somehow sharing changed. Okay, I hope it's visible now. So what can AI do for tech writing? All stages, as I said. And what can tech writers do with AI? Even for research, the questions that we put, there is something called prompt engineering. I often hear people saying that, oh, prompt engineering, that's so easy. Use it for professional purpose. Compare your prompts with people who are probably also doing that. See the result. There is something called AI workflow. These prompts help you create the AI workflow. So prompt engineering in itself has become a big thing. In short, prompt engineering is, if we want to compare it with our daily professional life, how do you gather information? As a technical writer, how do you gather information? Apart from research, do you interact with anyone? Do you interact with anyone?
Yes, SME interaction will be there and user stories.
SME interaction. So what do we do when we interact with SME? Do we ask questions or do we simply go and they start talking?
No, we ask questions and we get answers from them.
Right, wonderful. So do you all realize the type of questions we ask? That's the type of answers we get. If we don't ask proper questions to them, we don't get proper answers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct, Punit.
Now, change SME with any AI tool. That's what happens. You are asking questions that, okay, for this, do something. Based on that, it provides you some kind of answers. How good you can ask your questions, how well you can frame those questions, how nicely you can continue the interaction. That's what defines how good information, how much useful information you get from it. So it's all about interaction. And this is what is called as prompt engineering, the art of asking questions. It's a very proper soft skill because there is no tool required for it. It's all your brain. And at times, even AI tool will generate the prompts for you. But then the point is your brain functioning properly, smartly when asking questions? This is where we need to learn prompt engineering. So to many people I have heard of prompt engineering is very simple. I hope it's very simple. All I will say is have expertise in that. So prompt engineering for research, then we have basic technical writing skills that helps you get the draft. And then you use your documentation standard. So technically you should know what is your documentation standard. That's how when you will finalize the content, you will improve content as per the correct context and as per your style guide. AI is not going to do that for you. You will have to do that. So that's the connection, what AI does and what you will do. Now the point is, when do I use AI? So for any generic thing, of course, you can use AI to save your time. You have a lot of data. For example, you have joined a not a company. Probably one situation is you have joined a company new. On second situation is you were in the company, but you have got a new feature suddenly. And you know how it works. Suddenly somebody will tell, okay, from now on, you are going to work on this. You don't have any time, to learn it. What are you going to do? There is so much reference material. You will get a lot of reference material, but do you have time to read that? Because there is delivery timeline also, your manager saying, oh, we need delivery, please hurry up. This is where AI will help you. Provide your AI tool access to whatever reference source is there. Let AI tool, of course, those AI tool which are allowed by company, not your personal. Okay, so allow AI tool to provide you a summary. So the research work, given the research work that may have taken hours for you, you get a summary. So that helps you. So for quick research, for a quick first draft, even if AI is allowed there, you can feed your style guide and it can review. So majority of the work it can do. So wherever you think it's kind of mundane task, you think that, okay, there is a way to save time, use AI. But always have this, after using AI, that content cannot be copy pasted. Don't just get blown away by the beauty of the content that it provides. You need to be the editor. So in these cases, we can rely AI. And when do you rely on tech writing skill? Wherever you see these situations. And this is where, despite having AI, your skill matters a lot. So this is where these days also you will see articles, you will see posts of people on LinkedIn or anywhere. Why your skill matters. And that is where, if you are having core skill, look, layoff and all is fine. It can happen to anyone. That doesn't mean that you don't have skill. But after that, standing up, that needs primarily your technical writing skill. Okay, this is where people get impressed. So this is, you can see where your tech writing skill will be required. AI provides very beautiful content. Language is very good. Most of the time it is following American English. So at least for software documentation, people are very happy with it. That the language, the terms, that all that it uses, we don't have much challenge with it, right? But there is issue about accuracy. There is issue about uniqueness. Uniqueness here means it should be specific to your company and your product. AI provides generic content. Even in terms of domain, it will provide you generic domain information. Whatever is unique to your company, that it is not going to provide. And the final thing is you don't feed all the data to AI. So the best thing is, which you see is, even if AI is wrong, the way it is written there, the way it generates the content, structure looks, very nice, sentences, the steps and all, it appears that whatever it is saying is correct. Technically, not always it's correct. Where is the challenge impact of AI if AI is so problematic? The problem is probably not AI. The problem is we ourselves, tech writers. We are supposed to use AI as assistant, and we are the editor. We drive how it behaves, but then many of us forget that we are driven by AI. Whatever it provides, we then don't use our brain. We simply try to copy paste, or even if we are not exactly copy pasting word by word, then also we are taking the content without bothering to review properly as per correct uh, context. So we are the problems then. We should know how to use AI properly. If we do that, then that adds to our skill that, okay, this person can use AI very effectively. Like you claim, I know data, I know Doxers code, I know languages, I know Python. In the same way, you can claim that I have worked on AI generated content. I know I have done all this for AI, for content strategy and all. This becomes an asset. But if you simply copy paste and if you fail to judge the content, if you don't have that ability, this ability will only come when you have good technical writing skills, your basic skills. So this is where overall you can be more careful. If you don't, people who do that, that's where the organizations ask, if you are taking everything from AI, if you are not adding any value, then fine, we will go ahead with AI only. So be the editor, don't be the assistant of AI. In terms of using AI, you all know a lot, but yeah, just I have prepared a slide for this. AI does help you to become better, more efficient, provides consistency. It increases scalability also if you have multilingual docs or large product suites. And it provides user-centric content also. So there are a lot of benefits. AI is not your enemy. AI is not a threat as long as you know your role properly. So that's primarily AI and technical writers. If you are not aware what is prompt engineering, very simple thing, skill of designing clear, structured instructions that guide AI models to produce the content you need. But in prompt, you are supposed to ask questions. So simply don't just go and throw in a sentence without having much content. There are many courses on prompt engineering. We also have done prompt engineering workshop on, there are different companies also which are providing prompt engineering. Try to learn what exactly prompt engineering is, how to use that. Generally, all of them will say about how the structure of a prompt should be. Okay, so try to follow that. This is just one example. So if I have to provide a prompt for creating API documentation, I will try to give as much reference, and if I have some constant, I will give that. The better I explain my question, the better I will get the answer. And of course, one by one, I can keep on interacting. It keeps on revising the content, right? So I have a simple question here, which I will like to ask. If you have used AI tools or GPTs, which ones have you been using, even at basic level or advanced level? Can you name some? I am assuming. You can type in also, or you can speak up. Yep, Chat GPT, the most popular one. Okay, Perplexity, Copilot. Okay, okay. So Chat GPT, Copilot, Cloud, Perplexity. Okay, it's wonderful. Gemini will feel so bad. Nobody uses Gemini. Okay, yeah. So thank you. So there are a lot of tools, and also we have been using. Now, just for this prompt engineering and to mix the tasks that we have done before about WhatsApp status, I would request all of you to open any of these models, whatever you want to use, any GPTs that you want to use. The task that you have done on introduction to status, introduction of WhatsApp status, add a prompt to any of these and then check what is the result. First, check what is the result. If you need to ask one question or if you need to interact, do that right now. And let me know once you are done. Let's take two to 3 minutes. I don't think it should take more time to generate. Let's take 2 minutes. So please remember what you need to do is for status introduction, to get your first draft, you need to put a prompt in any of these GPTs. And then just observe on your own what's the result. So then as a result, you will have two output. One that you have already done just by your thinking, and other that you are doing through GPT. So again, let's just take 2-3 minutes. The question again for Manisha, who has joined now, in case Manisha, did you? Okay, she was having difficulty. Yeah. Yeah, Manisha, were you able to hear the question? Activity?
Okay.
Okay, so the activity is for 2 minutes. Use any of the GPT that you are used to, and the same question for which we have done human oriented task. Ask the question, ask the prompt GPT that how to write introduction, and see the
Okay.
output.
Okay.
So everybody 2 minutes, just 2 minutes for it. Okay, so I hope some of you were able to do that. Would you like to tell me or tell us the result? How different was it from what you have done on your own? Just the general observation. Yes, please go ahead. Anyone?
Hi, Punit. This is Amit here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what I wrote was like I gave an introduction section, then I explained what is WhatsApp status, and based on after that, I wrote a prerequisite section. Then I wanted to write a procedure for it. So I stopped at writing the procedure to see what AI would do and had paused it there. So what AI did is it gave me the missing information and it also gave me the encryption information it added to the introduction. So those were some things that it enhanced and it gave me, it filled out the detailed procedure.
Detailed
So
procedure also. Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. So,
Because I
but
had created a stem for the procedure and I hadn't filled anything
okay.
in there.
Okay. Based on your prompt, it is giving.
Yes.
Okay.
So
That's
I
good to
wrote a
know.
prompt. It's like I wrote a prompt. Let me read it out loud for you. So I use Gemini for personal work. So I
Yeah.
wrote a prompt saying I'm a technical writer and I want to validate the following content for uniqueness and provide missing information. Also, I need to share this information for first draft review. So this was the prompt, and I pasted the content following it, and it then gave all the required information.
Okay. Wonderful. That's great to know. Others, what's your observation? Anybody's observation? Unfortunately, I won't have much time to wait. Last call. Anybody wants to share observation?
Yeah, hi
When?
Punit, Asta this side.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like when I search using the prompt on the Copilot, so like it suggested me a structure for an introduction wherein it says like you can add definition, then it gave me the purpose, and then key features were there, usage flow was there, like the procedure, like how we can share the status on WhatsApp, and then it gave me few benefits. So like
Okay.
he gave me 5 points based on that prompt, and then later on it has given me one example, a plain language draft over about the WhatsApp status feature.
Wonderful. So, if you were did this task as part of your own thought also in the previous one, so what it did and what you did on your own, do you find any difference?
Yeah, so like while I was drafting about it, so what the procedure that I followed was I included like the first para was the basic introduction overview, and then in the second paragraph I wrote about the features and all, and then in the third one I gave the navigation. But as per the prompt, the suggestions which the prompt has given, so it has not started with a paragraph. It gave me in the pointers, like in definition 2 pointers are there, then in purpose again 2 pointers are there, in key features again 2 pointers, like adding the, like not a complete explanation, just uh, very concise, in a very concise way, like it has given me the suggestion.
And
So
what is,
yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, please, you were saying something.
What exactly was your prompt?
So, like, my prompt was I have written, like, explain the overview about WhatsApp status introduction. Write in a plain, simple language in terms of technical writing, give an overview, plan the structure, and give the navigation.
You said the word plan the structure, right?
Yeah.
So that's what it did. It gave you the
Oh,
structure with pointers for the content to
okay.
fill.
Okay.
Because when you say give me a draft and when you say give me this structure, both are different, right?
Yeah, correct. Correct. Got your point.
So now
So
you
maybe
have
that's why
started
it
the
has given me
so
the.
you have started the conversation Your
Yeah.
first point, and this is very good because that's what, as a technical writer, we are supposed to do.
Hmm.
And in technical terms, if you all know, there is something called AI workflow. That is how we have the workflow prepared. Many people who use cloud use that AI workflow. First, we ask the basic question.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
we reach this stage, the structure. Give me the structure. Then, well, if you're happy with the structure, you will finalize it. If you're not happy with the structure, say, okay, fine, I want some modification. So then you finalize the structure. Once you have finalized the structure, if you have
Hmm.
some input, add, or else you simply ask, fill the content for it. For example,
Okay.
WhatsApp is a public thing, so it will fill content for it. But your company's product is not a public thing, right?
Hmm.
So it
Correct.
will not be able to fill the content, but it still will give you a generic structure, right?
Yeah.
So this is where I said that prompt engineering. Okay, again, for all of you, prompt engineering for one particular question, it's not about just one prompt.
Hmm.
This is where, like, we are talking, I and us are talking about, ask questions, improvise it, polish it, like you talk to a
Yeah.
human, and then in the end you get your result. Okay,
Got it.
great. Thanks, Asta, for sharing.
Thanks, Punit.
Anybody
Puneet,
else has, yes, any question?
Puneet,
Yes.
I'm so sorry. The network got disconnected, so I have missed some minutes. So can you please repeat what activities we have done right now?
We have done a lot of activity actually right now, Manisha. So
No,
probably
only
your network is recording.
about the WhatsApp status. I
WhatsApp
missed you.
status, okay. Okay, so for that, I think in the beginning we did one activity
Yeah,
where
yes.
you were part of that, right? So
Yeah.
now we simply talked about prompt engineering, how prompts are used in using any GPT. And there I asked that prepare the same introduction using a GPT. You ask your question. That's what I did.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Same question. So the
Okay.
end result is for all of us to observe on our own when using our technical writing skill when we are doing what are we doing. And then if we want to use GPT, then how it is happening.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
So
Thanks.
human versus AI, we can check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Others, any question before we move on? So technically for prompt engineering, for using AI, all that is processes you remember, but then remember this modern twist where you have AI in technical writing. It helps you everywhere. And this is how we complete our work now, wherever companies are allowing you to use AI completely. And the last line, please always remember, in whichever way you are using AI, the content generated by it is not the final content. First of all, it will generate content based on the way you will ask. And of course, it will give additional information also. So, I mean, I don't know, so you will agree with me or not here. For me, in terms of technical documentation, AI is like my SME. How many times have you talked to an SME? You went for a basic question. Hey, how this feature works? Can you just tell me or show me? And before telling exactly how it works, that person will give you the complete introduction, how they started, what technology they used, what challenges they faced, how the management behaved, how much, the midnight oil they have to burn. And then the technology part and other additional part, they also request you to add to that content. Has anybody faced this situation while interacting with SMEs? Nobody. I am the only person. Okay. So they also provide you a lot of information. This is where the term, when AI was not there, there are two terms, information versus input. You get a lot of information when you talk to SMEs. It is you who decide what part goes into the documentation. That's the actual it. The same thing happens with AI also. So please beware about that. Now, when we are using AI, there are many popular tools. We will quickly run through it because the goal is not to teach you any AI tool at us in this session, just to showcase what all is existing. And apart from that, of course, you must be knowing also a lot. So this is generally a normal way where technical writers work. First they ideate, then they draft, then there is a reviewing going on, then you have publishing. Now, when we include AI in this at different stages, there are different popular tools. Some of those we will highlight here in case you want to know the names and all, why is it used, and as per technical writing, how you should follow. So for planning and research stage, you can, what is your goal? What is our goal as a technical writer? And then for that, how do you use AI? Remember, if company is allowing you, this goes on, disclaimer goes on with everything. Then here is an example, and there are some tools. So I'm not going to read each and everything. This is just to highlight those things. So stage one, you can use is, now after that, you get into the drafting and authoring mode, where your goal is to create clear and structured documentation. Here, AI will help you create initial draft and then adapt to the tone or style that your company wants. Because if officially you are allowed to use AI, then of course your style guide can be fed to it. So again, for that, there are many specific AI-based tools that can help you for general purpose drafting and for specialized technical docs also. Then in this stage, whatever draft you get, you will always have to do this third part before publishing. That is your human review. Please always remember that. Then comes editing and review. Again, for that also, you will get many tools which will check for tone, which will check for style guide accuracy. Your goal is to ensure a correct document which is following style and accessibility rule is getting ready. For that also, you must be knowing Grammarly tool many companies use, and there are many other tools also. After editing and review, you have publishing and delivery. For publishing, what do you do? What is that? That your content should become accessible to your client. It can become public or it can become in published in a private mode also. But that is what is your publishing and delivery. Even in publishing and delivery also, these tools can help because from a tool's perspective, it's a very automated process. The process can be automated. So if your company can allow you to automate, you can easily automate that process. At enterprise tech docs, knowledge bases, there are different tools for developer docs. So depending upon what you or your company wants to do, you can figure out many tools. Even the previous popular tools like MATLAB Flare, Oxygen XML, Paligo, and many other tools, they are also having AI usage now. Some in the beta stage, some in the final stage. So if you're using any of those, figure it out. So for enterprise and multi-channel publishing tools also, you can use the AI feature. If you're using any of those tools, probably you are already using that, or else you can just explore. Apart from those documentation set for knowledge base also, you will have like Confluence, Help and Doc and all. If you are into developer documentation, like API documentation or Docs as code, again, you have Gitbook. All of these will also have, in all probability, there will be a trial period also. So you can go and test it. And this is how you enhance your AI portfolio in today's world. Test it, get a result, and include it in your AI portfolio. So even if you are a fresher, or even if you're working in a company that's not supporting usage of AI, these things you can do on your own. Don't use the content of organization. You can use the content available publicly. Main things the recruiters will like to see whether you have got that brain of AI usage or not. Whether you are just a worker or whether you are a good thinker, that's what they want to see. In terms of content strategy, again, you have a lot of information, a lot of tools. So you see AI tool, I'm sure you will be knowing AI tools are everywhere. All I want to tell you is that for every stage of technical documentation work, you do have tools. This is just to highlight those tools. And now we have one small activity. Now this activity I want to do in this introduction part we have already done, so we will not be spending time on it. Not 20 minutes, but here I want a bit of, I think writing a task topic is pretty easy when considered to concept topic. So we will not take 20 minutes on it. All I want is all of you to take 5 minutes. 5 minutes human work. We will see human work and then we will see AI work. Check for yourself. In 5 minutes, first, if the topic is, remember, see the topic properly. How to update WhatsApp status. For that, what will be your structure? Don't write content. Just prepare the structure. What are the components at home you will have? 5 minutes, 12:05, 12:10. If you get time, write 1 or 2 steps also. Otherwise, just my request is prepare the structure. And remember, no GPT right now. It's your thinking. Okay, so time over. How many of you were able to complete the structure only? Okay, so I see a few hands. Good. Now, what we can do, so we're simple is first talk about it. When you were doing this task, did you find any challenge? What did you think about? Did you think only about updating status or did you think about anything else? Anybody can answer. What was your thinking mode? No? Okay. The problem is for answers, I can't wait longer. Anybody wants
Hello.
to share? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hi,
Amit.
Punit. Yeah, so I think it's a more technical writer thing. Whenever we are asked to write about something, we need to have that default structure. Like there should be an introduction, there should be some kind of prerequisite, and there should be some kind of a procedure to, achieve an objective. So I think the name of the feature, WhatsApp status, should be considered as an objective and a feature, and everything around it should be a set of information that the user can consume.
Okay, great. Thank you. So now let's, anybody else there to share? Or else we will move to the second part of this. Very simple thing. And please, I don't want all of you to do anything else. I'm pasting this line here in the chat, or you can see that on the screen also. How to update WhatsApp status. This is the requirement I need from GPT. If you want to modify this, fair enough, but it should not be too much of directions. Paste the same thing there in GPT and just see what's the result. Please do not add words, additional words like a structure, overview. Don't give them give it direction. Simply paste it. Is the result different from what you did as your individual task? Okay. Anybody else doing these exercises?
Uh, yes, it had given me all the options like gallery and images and text, everything, different steps. ChatGPT had given me, which I haven't written. I have written in one liner, either choose video or an photo, or a photo or photo, something like that.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. How about others? What you personally thought and what it is going? Is it a bit different or very different? Okay, people who don't want to, yeah, somebody wants to say, Anubhav, you,
So it was quite different.
it
Gave
was quite different. Yeah,
yes, it gave steps for everything, like how to update photo, how to update videos, how to update this. So for every single item, it gave me a different task. I had this in my mind. I was just having one task, simply update status,
wonderful.
and that's it.
Great observation. So now, do you have any conclusion? What exactly happened? We did two activities. One was about introduction of WhatsApp status. That was the term, right? Introduction of WhatsApp status, the first activity. And right now, we did was how to update. Just mind the words, what we are also using. First was WhatsApp status introduction. Technically, it means it will be a concept topic. So earlier, when we were talking about explanations, Even if Chat GPT or any GPT gave you steps, that's wrong. It is supposed to be a concept topic. WhatsApp is anything. Introduction is all about concept topic. That is why, forget AI, we have topic based authoring where there is concept topic, there is task topic, and there is reference topic. There is a reason for it. Now, when we say how to, the moment you say how to, isn't it a task topic, people? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
The moment we say how to, even in general life, how to cook, how to make a cup of tea, it's an activity, it's a task. So we also need to think. Now, considering update status, why I chose this topic. This is a very simple thing. At times it's tricky. When we say how to update status, everybody thinks, oh, just status update. But we don't realize that in the updating status, it gives us 7 options or 8 options now. Images, videos, text, whatnot. Even AI generated content it gives you. When we say how to update a status, don't we need to think about all those separately? This is what your observation should be. And this is where probably the GPTs taught us right now. If we had thought only, first of all, if we did not think that how to update is a task topic, why we did not think? We need to ask ourselves. Second, even if we thought it will be a task topic, why we only thought about how to update task topic? Why we did not think about making the structure that, okay, different ways are there. Now we went to GPT. GPT probably did a job that allowed us also to see, okay, we should have added it. Right? So probably some learning here and there that, okay, when we are using AI, first of all, we should know what exactly we want. The more clear we are, the more matching answer we get. And it's not always that GPT will provide you the exact and right information. You need to be very sure. This is where first we need to be very clear about the subject. Subject in our case means product and feature, whatever it is. We need to be clear. We need to be clear about our technical writing standards. And then probably we can tame AI very easily to get very good results. Any other observation before we move on?
Yes, one basic observation, Puneet. We have given that update the WhatsApp status, how to update WhatsApp status. He had literally taken the meaning, the word as update. So he said you can't update the WhatsApp status. The sentence is updating a WhatsApp status means posting a new status. You cannot edit a status after publishing it. Instead, you must delete the existing status and upload a new one.
Wonderful observation, isn't it?
Yes. So I need to give it create and share new WhatsApp status. That,
Yeah.
yes.
So this is very nice observation. So when we say how to update, technically it's wrong because status never allows us to update. That means edit it. We can only add new, right? Wonderful. Any other observation? So we are getting more and more impressed with GPT. Any other observation? Comparison. So this whole session is about how we understand what technical writing is, how we understand what AI does, and how we sync up together. I hope so far with these activities, we have in some way been able to figure it out. Now, the last component, technical writing, career opportunities. So primarily, even in this AI world, don't get scared. There are a lot of career opportunities and it will keep on growing. It is not going to be stagnant. It is not going to reduce. It will increase. In general, without AI, what's the career path? We join as a junior, fresher, junior, then the designation changes, technical writer, senior technical writer, lead technical writer, principal technical writer. Some people go into management, we become manager, directors, right? That's the normal general path. With every role, there is different kind of expectation from us. And we grow as we fulfill that expectation. Okay, so we need to see, I mean, with so many layoffs going on, day before yesterday only, I was having a discussion about someone with someone. The person was convinced that that particular person was basically very good fit for a manager's role because you see this much work this person does and blah blah. So fortunately, I also knew that person, and my observation was no, the person was never fit for a manager's role because the person was a very good worker in terms of what you see as the role of senior technical writer, handling complex document, defining standards, mentoring, very good, amazing person. But to become a manager, apart from that, you need to get into the strategic mode, planning mode, team management mode. Same for everything. People often ask, I have been a technical writer, I have not been given the raise to like senior technical writer. So different roles demand different things from us. We need to be prepared. Apart from that, technical writers do have a multiple do have a lot of option because you understand product. As a result, it opens multiple option. Apart from API documentation and developer documentation, there is UX, there is the role of content strategist, information architecture. You can move on to product management, developer advocacy, doc ops, because all those things, wherever the product understanding and good writing part is required, your opportunity is there. Apart from that, in the AI world, there are new roles coming up where AI assisted documentation is required. Prompt, we just talked about prompt design, documentation strategy. So now when you see prompt design for content workflows, it's emerging as opportunity. Probably you should figure it out how important it is to learn prompt engineering properly, and prompt writing, just some prompt doesn't make you a good prompt engineer. So, and outside technical writing, I hope if you are all are reading news, if you are all are watching even Insta reels and all, probably you realize there people are, have you read news that people sell prompts? Have you read such news or seen such Insta ads or something? And I hope you don't consider that as a fake news. That's reality. So prompt engineering is a very important part. All the time, I would like to emphasize that. So these are new roles coming up. And when you talk about domains, industries, apart from freelancing, there are many options. Technical writers are required everywhere. Please remember that. Whether it's hardware company, whether it's software company, whether it's any startup of any type, they are required. All you need is to find out where you would like to fit in and prepare accordingly. And of course, you have the luxury of working from home if you want to just work as a freelancer, you want to work as a trainer and all. So there are multiple options. You can work on open source projects. There are many open source projects which are available globally. Apart from that, there are websites where open source projects are available. Apart from that, just go to GitHub, check the GitHub projects which are available publicly. There you will also find opportunities to collaborate. So yes, options are available, but yeah, you will need to work towards it. In terms of best practices for beginners, what should you do? Please remember, when I'm talking about skill set, your basic technical, first of all, forget AI. First, we should have whatever role we have at that stage, we should have our core skills intact. Once we have that, then only we will be good in AI also. Juniors can do this. First, think about what should be your focus. Then think about what should be your goal. Initially, Just following instruction and writing is the goal. Later on, you should have more responsibility. You should think about that. And experienced people can either remain IC, individual contributor, and grow as a staff technical writer, lead technical writer, and all, or else they can move to the managerial role also. Based on that, the focus should change, the goal should change, and they should prepare accordingly. So if you want to jump, you want to grow, there are opportunities. All you need is prepare yourself for all. Irrespective of your experience and all, there are some basic skills which you must have as a technical writer. Apart from the general ones, the last one is adaptability. When we say adaptability, as per the changing trends, we should adapt. Adapt means we should upskill. Right now, you are facing the AI challenge. You are learning anything which is related to AI. There is developer documentation. There is docs as code. Those are skill set. Based on tomorrow, there will be something different. Just don't sit comfortably thinking that in one company that's good enough. This is where the people are facing challenges. Many of them who are facing layoffs, that's where the problem is. They are not ready for the market, although they have been very experienced. Very senior technical writers now tell, oh, my company was not using AI. I have never used it. It's 3.5 years of AI. The world is moving around AI, and if experienced persons have not used, they should immediately start using. Other thing is, when learning, many people I feel, and this I'm not saying because I want any of you to join courses offered by Tech Writers Tribe. This is for your thing, any course. Please don't wait for upskilling, thinking that unless my company pays for the fee, I will not join. Remember, you have seen in the cases of layoffs, whatever upskill and all happens, layoff is a layoff. Anybody can be laid off. Then you need new job. If you have not upskilled, how will other companies hire you? So prepare yourself. Spend some money and time on yourself. In conclusion, I feel very positive about AI. I have seen the benefits of AI, even as a technical writer. That's what I tell others also. This is how I would like to conclude. We have a career full of possibilities. It's all on you, how you want to grow. That's all from my end. Any questions? Any observations? Anything you would like to say? Okay, no questions, no observations. Fine. So here, although with the recording also we will send, but here I would like to share this feedback form. It will be great if you can share some feedback. And apart from this, what's coming up for this AI Lounge month? In the next week, we will be on April 11th, April 18th, and then April 25th. As I said, this is AI Lounge month. Every week, we will be doing something. So these are the expected sessions, and the registrations will start from tomorrow on these also. So feel free to join wherever you see you can benefit. So that's all. And please do fill the feedback form, whatever improvements and everything. That's how we grow. We learn from you and we grow. So thank you very much for joining.
Thank you,
And
Punit.
that's all.
Thank you, Punit.
Thank
Yep.
you very
Thank you,
much.
Thank
Puneet.
you. Thanks, Puneet.
Thank you.